Welcome to this presentation of the UnFranchise Business with Market America and Shop.com. My name is Jim Winkler. I'm the Vice President of Sales for Market America Incorporated, and I'm also a business owner with the company, so I have a dual role. I actually was introduced to the company as a customer back in January of 1997. I purchased products as a customer for about 7 months, particularly in the nutritional line, and then I was introduced to the business and started this as a business back in late August of 1997. Was able to build it on a part-time basis while keeping the occupation I had at the time on a full-time basis, and was able to build it up to a point within 6 months that I left that job. I went full-time owning my own business with the company, and continued to grow that along with my wife Lisa, who was a registered nurse previously. Was able to leave that after 12 months, and from there, about 3 years ago, I started working corporately with the company as their Vice President of Sales while maintaining our business as well on the again back on the side, I guess you would say, now on the part-time basis. From a business end, we're what you call executive field vice presidents, which means we've earned in excess of $45,000 in a 4-week pay cycle with the company in commissions, and the company pays on a weekly basis when you're earning. We'll talk about that later as we go through the compensation plan. We're members of what you call the $1 Million Club, which means we've earned in excess of $1 million in commissions with the company. In fact, we've crossed over the $6 million mark in earnings and are closing in on the $7 million mark in commissions. A husband and a father, two things I'm probably the most proud of. And really that's a little bit about me, and I want to spend the rest of the time now just going into how this business works, what it is, a little bit about our products, show you some of the websites live that we have, and hopefully you'll get a good feel for what you're taking a look at today. The company was founded in 1992. You can see the picture there on the left-hand side. That was actually the owner's home when the business started, and now you take a look in Greensboro, North Carolina, and what you see is a complex that houses over 500 employees for our worldwide headquarters in Greensboro, North Carolina. Market America is what we call a product brokerage and internet marketing company that specializes in one-to-one marketing and social shopping. I'm going to take you through each one of those terms as we move through and talk more and more about the business. We've had great growth. You can take a look here. This is the last 13 years. We're a 22-year-old company. As you took a look and saw, we started in 1992, but here's just the last 13 years. You know, these have been tough years for a lot of companies, and when you take a look at our worldwide company sales, you can see we've continued to grow every single year, and in fact, I think the projections are showing for 2014 are low because we are just having a record first quarter right now. It's going to be a really fun year to be part of this business and to see where this company is going. I've always said we've been one of the greatest secrets in the world for a long time, but the word is getting out now. You know, we've had over 300 people who have earned in excess of $1 million in commissions with the company. And you're seeing some of these people right here, everywhere from a Pizza Hut waitress to a pharmacist to a director of nursing right there. And I could go through over and over and over again with all these different people who've gone on to earn these huge amounts of money with the company. But I think the most important thing isn't all the people who've gone on to earn in the millions. I think the most important thing is the people who aren't pictured here, who continue to go on and earn $300 extra a month, $1,000 extra a month, $2,000 extra a month, $3,000 extra a month, on top of what they may be currently doing in their life, that we've had the ability to touch and help a lot of people work towards becoming financially independent by creating their own economy. And those are words I'm going to talk about again more as we go into the business presentation. The company operates globally right now in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the United Kingdom. as well as we have emerging markets, which include Spain, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Panama, New Zealand, and Singapore, as well as we have a global business. And what I would like to do now is I'm going to take you and show you some of our websites that we have and give you a feel for when you start a business like this. What do you have right off the bat? Well, first thing, I mentioned shop.com as we started the presentation. This is a shop.com website. This is, in fact, the websites I'll be showing you are mine. But each business owner has a website just like this. Like mine happens to be shop.com/Winkler. When a new person starts the business, they get a shop.com/ whatever they may want that to be. And I want you to understand how that works. This shop.com site has over 3,000 partner stores that we're working with in excess of 40 million products. In fact, it may be over 50 million products at this point that we have. And people always say, well, how does it work? Let me give you an idea. Let's say, as an example, that you wanted to go to Target to buy something. So let's say I type in target.com. And as you can see here, I could type in a product or I can type in a store. In this case, I'm going to type in a store. That's a great search engine that we have. What a great name, too, is shop.com. So we go here and you'll see we found a store named Target that matches your search. So I'm going to click on Visit Matching Store Page. As I do that, you'll see something right here. It says 2% cash back. Excuse me. What that means is anytime that I order from Target through my site, I'm going to get 2% cash back on whatever I order. And you'll see something that says 4% IBV. IBV stands for Internet Business Volume. And what that means is that those are points that are going to add up to pay me commissions on top of the cash back that I earn. So let's go to the store and see what happens. When I click Shop and Save, it says you are now going to Target. And as you take a look at that, what you're going to see with this is you're going to see Target pop up, and you'll see right here on the web address a little, I guess you'd call it a tracking mechanism right there. Because if I go to this, I preloaded Target's site before I started this presentation, and when you look at Target's site, what you'll see is there it is again. It just says target.com. You go to the one we went to from shop.com, and you'll see that it says target.com, but it's got a tracking mechanism. That way it can track back to our company so that you can get paid that cash back and get those points towards commissions. Now, the other thing I want you to notice as we're taking a look at this, it's the exact same site, but over on this side there's a little S, and if I click on that, that's what we call Shop Buddy. Shop Buddy is something that we have everybody download onto their computer, and what it does is whenever you go to a store, it will tell you automatically if this store is a participant in our shop.com program. If it is, that S pops up. You can click it to make sure you get your cash back. The reason I click this right now, because I'm already logged in, is it goes through and it takes every special that this store has, in this case Target, and it has them already preloaded so I can go through. In fact, I can just right click or click on it if I want to, so I have that code to put at the checkout. So again, going through, putting that all together right there for me. And exact same site that I have if I just went to target.com. And if I went to target.com, you'd see the Shop Buddy pops up for me too, because I've preloaded it. Now, if I go back here, and let's go back to the home page, here's where the Shop Buddy icon is, and what you do is you just click on that, you download it. I would download it onto every computer you have because it pertains to each computer, and then it'll track for you and see if you go to those different stores. But let's take a look at a couple other things. One is, you notice cash back. That means I have $75.55 of cash back available to use. Now, I've earned probably in excess of thousands of dollars of cash back over time, but I continue to use that because you can actually use your cash back to purchase different things from our exclusive, our Market America branded products, or our one cart stores, or you can have a check sent to you. Once it gets over actually $10, you can have a check sent to you, and there's no limit to how much cash back that you can earn. Let me show you a couple more great things about this site. Let's say we wanted to do a search. So let's do a search for an iPad. So I'm doing all departments. I do a search. It pops up automatically, all these different iPads. You can see I can refine the results if I wanted to over on the left-hand side here by brand, by manufacturer. I could do it by what kind of product, handheld cases. I can do it by device type. I can do it by wireless connectivity. So I can do it by many, many different ways. But let's go back again up towards the top. And if I look at some of these, you know, I'll see some that are in multiple stores. I don't know if you saw that or not. Here's a great example. This one is in 5 different stores. So let's click on this one. We'll do what we call a quick view. And I clicked on that. As I go, the featured stores are over on the right-hand side. You can see it, Tech for Less. It's $452, and I get $9 cash back, and I get 18 Internet Business Volume points. And if I continue to go down, you can see Best Buy has it, but it's a bit more and no cash back. I can see Staples has it for almost $50 more. Gives me $10 more in cash back, but I'd be already 40 bucks ahead on that. And I can look at all the other different stores if I want to click on that right there. I can also, you know, do some really cool things with this. I can take this product and I can click on it right here, and I could put this on Facebook, Twitter. I could email it out to people and let them see exactly what I have on a special. So it connects right away with our social media. I could also add this to a, let's see if I want to add this to a trend. I could set price alerts. Let's do a price alert on this one. So if I do this, what I would do is notify me when the price is, what did we say, it was $4.50. If it gets down to $425, I want it to notify me. And then my email address, and I put that in there. And I submit, and by submitting, what it does is now any of these stores, oh, it has to be less than the current product. What's the current price? Boy, it's a price entered must be less than current and greater than 0. So I thought I was less. Let's try this again. Let's do 400 and then submit. There we go. And what that did for me is now anything, anytime if that product would get down to $400, what it's going to do is it will notify me by email that one of our stores, it doesn't have to be the exact store that has it right now, but any of our stores have that. So you can do search by product. We can also go to our exclusive line here, and if I scroll down, you'll see some of the things going on with some of our exclusive products. One of the most popular products is a product called OPC3. And that's an antioxidant product that we have. It's been one of the top-selling products in the company for probably 17 plus years now. And there's a couple different prices, whether it be a 30-day supply or a 90-serving supply or a 30-serving supply with that. And what I like about it, I can play a product video on this, and I can have the video play so that if I wanted to share this with somebody, I don't have to know everything about it. In fact, I can just have the video take over and talk about it for me. I have the ability to go down and we can look at reviews. We can look at product information. We can look at store info. We can look at benefits. We can look at ingredients. We can look at science. So any of these I want to click on right there, I have the ability to do it. Frequently asked questions about the product. I mean, look at the research put into this and showing right there. We can look at it being isotonic. Comparisons down at the bottom, all the different things you're seeing like that, and it's great because it really allows you look at, we got some reviews. We can go down and look at reviews and take a look at those. You can see most of those very, very positive, but I love it also shows positive and negative if there were any. And I can add it to my cart. I can also put it on an auto ship program and save 5% doing that. Now I'm going to tell you what, I could spend an hour on this site going through, showing you hot deals. How do you invite your friends? One of the things I didn't mention was you can invite your friends. When you invite your friends, you actually get a 0.5% off if you invite somebody to this site. They get cash back. They can join the site for free. They can get the same cash back you're getting, and you get a 0.5% because you introduced them to this site. And we've got a simple invite your friends button right there that you use to do that. What I'm going to do now, though, is I want to show you what else when you start a business with us you get if you come in as a business owner. You get a Motives website, and the Motives website, by the way, Motives Cosmetics, one of the hottest cosmetics line in the world right now. In fact, we just went from August having about 1,200 followers on Instagram to we've crossed now the 600,000 follower mark on Instagram. And you can see here how you have the ability to order products, to look for best sellers. You can see again on this site as well, you can get cash back. You can learn about how to host different presentations, how to join, how to do different things from a business standpoint in terms of different ways to do it. But what I like about this, let's say it's somebody who loved cosmetics, and all I want to do is they don't want to look through my shop site, but they want to look at my cosmetic line. I can send them right to this area, and they can go in and they can start picking anything they want from cosmetics. Now, excuse me, one of the other areas we have is our isotonic line. Our isotonic line or our nutritional line are some of the nutritional products we talked about, like the OPC3 I mentioned. Here you see our champion blend with, of course, the scoring champion in the NBA last year, Carmelo Anthony, who also works with the company, helped develop this product, works with us in our marketing efforts, and it goes in and it talks about all sorts of different products and different areas that you can take a look at from a health standpoint. So if you had someone who's big into nutrition, they would have the ability to go in and look at that. We have another category right here called our TLS weight loss solution, which is another part of our business. If you had somebody who's interested in learning how to lose weight, we have it featured right here with what they can do. There's success stories. There's an online survey they can take. They also have the ability to join and make it turn this into a subscription type program for them. They can take a free diet profile. But what you'll notice again is this links right into the other ones we were looking at. So if someone interested in weight management, boom, they've got their own website. We also have our Conquer Entertainment, and this site comes again right when you start your business as a UnFranchise owner. You get all of these different sites. This is, of course, you can see Fat Joe right there on the cover, who's just really going after our business right now. From a business standpoint, he's become a business owner as well as our one of our presidents of the company. And if you know anything about Joe, he is out there and making it happen with this business. And that's our Conquer Entertainment site. You have the ability to order different songs right online. You have the ability to go in and learn about, as an artist, how you could use our business to turn this part of our business, meaning our entertainment platform, into a business for you. We also have our global.shop.com site. Maybe you know somebody in a different country that you think would love to order our products, but it wasn't one of those ones I named earlier. In fact, maybe you know somebody in Argentina, so you could click on Argentina. What happens is it automatically goes to what products we have available for that, and you then have the ability to ship our products right into Argentina and be able to have customers really all across the world with our global.shop.com site. And again, this would be just global.shop.com/ whatever the title of your business is. And then we also have a marketamerica.com/. And what this allows you to do is this allows you to introduce our business and our company and our products to people with a site that's yours again. So I could introduce this to somebody where they want to learn about the products, where they want to learn an overview on the company. They can download PDFs. If they want to learn more about product, they can go right here into our product brokerage system. They can become a customer right from the site. They have the ability to look in and look at like our power profiles sales are our $1 Million Club members. Right from here, they have the ability, again, to view different videos. They can put their name and email address in so that we have the ability to contact them. They can learn about our areas of specialization that we have within the business. So that's our marketamerica.com/site, which you get as well when you start your business. So as you can see, there's a lot that comes when you're ready to get started. And I'm going to tell you, it's important to understand what you're getting, because right now it's a tough time out there. The slide you're looking at is called what we call our 45-year plan slide. And actually, we've got to update these numbers because they have changed so dramatically over the last few years. But some of the ones that have remained very steady are the first couple, and that's if you start working at the age of 20 and you work to the age of 65, that's where that 45-year plan comes in. But the truth of it is, it could be a 50 or 55-year plan now, couldn't it? Because most people are having to work till 70, 75. And I'm all for working if you want to. I'm not all for working because you have to. If you don't enjoy it, it doesn't give you the same satisfaction as it does when you do enjoy it. But when you take a look at this, 1% of the people end up wealthy at the age of 65. 4% end up financially fit. That means 5% of our population is in a good place at the age of 65. This is the number that's changed so dramatically. It says 5% are still working. That number is now changed. It's moving up past the 20% mark. It's almost at 20 right now of people are working at the age of 65. Unfortunately, some people have passed away and some people are struggling financially, but a lot of people are having to keep working. When I saw this for the first time, and again, this goes back almost 17 years ago, I took a look. I said, okay, I don't want to know how everybody got here. I do want to know how these people got to that top 5%. And what you learn is that 3 out of 4 people in that top 5% got there by owning a business. So what you're looking at today is the ability to own a business. This is a little different than your traditional business because it's more of an online franchise, but it's owning your own business. When you take a look at that and you realize that means 95% of the people spent 45 years making the 5% successful. Really working a plan for someone else's financial success and not for their own. Our business is set up, and you heard me use the term UnFranchise. It's really because we're like a franchise in that we have systemization, standardization, uniformity, state-of-the-art management systems and marketing tools. Just like I showed you from the site, there are so many different things we can do. There's standardized training systems throughout the world, potential tax advantages. As a business owner, you can get some great tax advantages. In fact, I always recommend to people there's a great book you can buy through Books A Million, which is a partner store of ours, so you can get paid for doing it, called Lower Your Taxes Big Time. It's by a former IRS attorney named Sandy Bodkin. And the reason I love it is he breaks down what you can do and what you can't do. But also his first chapter is called Why You'd Be Brain Dead Not to Own Your Own Home-Based Business. And I agree with him. The tax advantages alone make it something you really need to take a good look into. There's growing visibility. Again, we will not be the best kept secret the next 10 years as we were the first 22. We've got all these people who've earned in excess of $1 million in commissions, and a lot of people still have never heard of us. Unlike a franchise, there's no franchise fees, no monthly royalties, no territorial restrictions. You can build the business wherever we're doing business, and now you can actually sell products globally almost everywhere. Start it part-time with flexible hours, just like I did. When I started this, I was a busy person, and I had the ability to build this around what I was doing. Minimal startup expenses. I mean, most people coming into this business will start this for well less than $1,000 to start their business. I looked at traditional franchising. I looked at what it would cost to start a franchise. Average franchise cost is almost now it's probably over that. At that time, it was $147,000 for an average franchise, and that didn't get you one of the big names. So there's very little risk. In fact, to me, the biggest risk in this business wasn't the time, because I didn't have much. It wasn't the money, because it wasn't that much compared to buying a traditional business or starting any kind of a business. the biggest risk to me was if I was going to put my name on something, I wanted to make sure that it was credible, that my name was my reputation. And the more I looked into this business, and this is what I'll tell you, the more you look into it, the better it's going to look to you. There's 3 ways to earn income. One way is through cash back, which we talked about when we were looking at the site. And you can earn cash back from your transactions as a business owner and your customers' online transactions as well. You can also earn by providing products from any of our Market America branded products. As customers order those, you can actually earn anywhere from 30 to 50% gross retail profit. You can actually earn even higher than that on our Web Center program. And the third way is by time leveraging. And time leveraging means duplicating your efforts, developing and managing 2 sales and distribution organizations, and that can give you the ability to earn in commissions on top of everything I've been talking about, anywhere from $300 to $3,600 per week per business development center. And I'll talk to you about that again as we go through the compensation plan. Now, I know the slide says which would you prefer, but here's my thinking. Most of us who are looking at this are already doing the 45-year plan. I would rather ask you a different question. How is it working? Do you have the time you need? Do you have the extra money you need? Are you running out of week or month before you run out of money? Or are you running out of money before you run out of week or month, meaning that you need to make some more? And if any of the answers I just gave you come back and say, you know what, I could use something a little bit different, why not try the 2 to 3 year plan like I did without giving up what you're doing and see how it'll work for you with our unfranchised system? I mentioned before we're a product brokerage company. I want to go into detail on that a little bit. That means we identify the latest market-driven products. We eliminate the burden of manufacturing because we work with the manufacturers. Sometimes people will look and say, Jim, how can you have cosmetics, and then you've got nutritional items, and then you've got weight management items, and then you're working with a Conquer Entertainment division, a financial planning division. How do you do that? Because we work with the manufacturers, and that's what they specialize in. And we're able to bring that to market and do what we specialize in, which is bringing it to market. It doesn't rely solely on the sales of any one product or service, and I think that's why when you look at our growth chart, you see every year continued growth, because we go after what's hot in the marketplace and what's going to be hot. We have hundreds of exclusive products and services and access to multi-billion-dollar markets. Let's take a look at some of those brands that we have, as well as some of our Market America branded products. One of the areas you're going to look at right away, and I would say if you enter a mall, you always will have an anchor store. This would be one of our anchor stores in our mall without walls, and this is our isotonic line of products. This is a powder-based product that you add water to, and then you drink it. There's no fillers, or binders or coatings, and because of that, you're getting those ingredients into your body much quicker. Typically 5 to 15 minutes instead of 45 minutes to 4 hours that can happen with a pill or a capsule. Because the delivery system is so much better, you're getting more of what you're taking in. Now, I could go in and I could spend a lot of time talking technically to you about this, but here's what happened to me. I took the products and I had results because I felt better. I got sick less. My allergies improved for me. I was able to go off of some medications I had been on for years. I bought the product over and over and over again, and that's what you want. You want a product line that's consumable, that if people like it, they'll order again, and that's how we've built a 22-year-old company that's growing so fast. And when you look at the isotonic line, you will also know we have a multivitamin, we have a B complex, a calcium. In fact, those 3 products plus our OPC3 products, so again, a multivitamin, a B complex, a calcium, and our super antioxidant OPC3 are part of what we call a daily essentials kit that I would recommend. If you're viewing this and you're saying, hey, maybe I should try the products first, purchase a daily essentials kit from the person you're talking to. You'll get a great savings on it, and you'll get to try 4 of our best products right off the bat. But you can see there vitamin C, you can see ORAC, you can see resveratrol. And then moving into our Champion Blend product with Carmelo Anthony, I mentioned before, and our Prime Joint product that Scottie Pippen has helped us with. And you're looking at two products right there that are very, very popular. Now you're seeing our Ultimate Aloe, which is an aloe juice that you drink. Tremendous for your GI tract. Many of you used aloe on the outside, now aloe on the inside. This is our Frusante. It's a fruit juice. Nourish your heart and power your body. And then our Choice Bars, which are our protein bars, and our energy bars, which you're seeing. One of my favorite products is called Awake Energy. This is like... boy, how can I put it? It is just energy boosting for you in a couple ounces. And then we have our Mocha Tonics product, which is a chocolate flavored energy product. Our Heart Health line includes omega-3 fish oils, advanced coenzyme Q10, and again has been such a growing area because so much of our country is struggling with heart disease, and we've got the products there that help support a healthy heart. Now you're looking at our weight management line, and this is our TLS weight loss solution line, which I shared the website with you. That is also available from a mobile standpoint. We have supplements, we have shakes, we have bars, we have entrees, we have basically everything you need set up for your weight loss solution. It's all based on low glycemic index, and it's not the magic pill because that doesn't really work. How many of you have tried diets where you lost weight because you just ate one thing for a period of time, but you couldn't sustain it, so you ended up gaining the weight back? And plus, this is a line where if you take it regularly, you exercise, you work with it, you maintain what you lose. And that's the important thing. Nobody wants to lose it and gain it back. You want to lose it and stay healthy. A lot of times people have said to me, Jim, you're so proud of your line. Why don't doctors carry it? Well, 10 years ago, I got to start saying to them, well, they do now. We came out with a line called Nutrimetrics. It's a custom health solutions line for health professionals because basically they were asking for our line. In fact, we've even got accredited courses for them to take to learn about the line. And our Nutrimetrics line basically takes our base products and just private labels them for health professionals as well. And they get their own website as well to be able to work with and for their customers to work off of. Our anti-aging line, who wants to age? I don't think anybody does. And you can see here all sorts of different products, whether it be for hearing, for balance, for libido in our anti-aging line. And of course, our Motives Cosmetics, probably the fastest growing cosmetic brand in the country right now. And we went through and took a look at the website. You take a look at what's happening with this line. Why is everybody looking at it? Look at the press that it's getting. This by itself could be a company, but it's part of what you get within your business with Market America and Shop.com. Then you look at our skincare. Of course, you want to have beautiful skin, and we've got multiple different kinds of skincare line. This happens to be the Lumiere de Vie line, which is the line I use the most of right there. And then we move into our Timeless Prescription line for rejuvenating your skin. And then we move from there right into our Cellular Laboratories line, and that's for repair, renew, and rebirth of your skin. So you've got multiple different kinds of skincare depending on the kind of skin that you have. One of our newest lines is our DNA Miracles line. You can see also our DNA Miracles Natural. Great line for the babies. All natural products, which has become so important. And then our Royal Spa Hair Care line, a line of hair care products I've actually used for 17 years now, and our Fix line, which is an instant hair therapy line. Now, when I talk about hair care products or I talk about home and garden products, cleaning products, laundry detergents, I know that's not like the sexy part of the business, but you know what it is? Here's what's sexy. Products people use every day. We have 3 dogs. We use our pet health formula for our animals so that they get the same nutrition we get. I mentioned our Conquer Entertainment line, which is really revolutionizing the music industry right now. We also have a financial services area, which is called MA Capital Resources, which is like a GPS to get out of debt. And then last and certainly not least is our MA Web Centers line. And that line, it gives you the ability to set up a website for a small to a medium-sized business. In fact, we work with a company that does that. So your job is really to set the appointment and then have them do all the work for you, yet you receive a tremendous retail profit for introducing that product line to the person. And then we spent some time on shop.com. I mean, I could have spent, like I said, an hour on there. Hot deals, exclusive products. We have an e-gifts program. If you don't know what to get somebody, you can actually pick multiple different gifts, have it sent to the person, and they can decide which one they want without seeing all the prices. So they're picking from maybe 3, 4, or 5 gifts. They get the perfect gift, and you don't have the pressure of getting them something they don't want. The social networking that we talked about, downloading Shop Buddy, which I would recommend for everybody to do. And then, of course, cash back, anywhere from 2% to 4% to 10%, all the way up to 50% in cash back. And you can earn 0.5% on eligible referrals as well. And what you're taking a look at right now is just some of the different stores we have, whether it be through our department stores or the sports and outdoor area with things like Bass Pro Shop or Home and Garden. And again, we just pick some of the more popular names that you may be aware of right away to know that you probably shop there already, but now you're going to get paid every single time that you shop from these different stores. With that being said, I think you've seen where we're going, and I think you know that every 10 to 20 years there's probably a new marketing system that emerges, and you can look back throughout the years. I've always believed if you can get in front of a trend, you can make great things happen. And, you know, as crazy as it sounds, if you could have gotten in front of franchising when everybody thought it was crazy, or infomercials when they started, think how you'd be doing today if you would have gotten in front of those. Well, my belief is you have to take a look and say, what are the next trends going to be? What's going to happen? What's going on today in society, and what's going to be happening for at least the next 5 or 10 years? You take a look at nutrition and wellness. What you have right there, I don't even know if you can call that a trend, but it's trending upwards so much, I guess you have to. But it's become part of everybody's everyday life. And that, you know, you go into a drugstore right now, a pharmacy, and you'll actually see more vitamins than you will prescriptions, because that's what's making the big money for them. So nutrition and wellness is an area that's going to continue to grow. And as you noticed when I went through products, we are going after that market in a big manner, because we know that high quality products are what people are really looking for, and that's what we're putting out there. How about online or mobile shopping? Again, spent a lot of time talking about that, because what if you could have a small piece of that industry? I mean, all you have to do is to be awake and read the papers, especially the last quarter of the year, and see how the brick and mortar is really struggling, unfortunately, you know, during the holiday times compared to what it used to. But the click and order, the online, is growing dramatically every year. And how about owning your own business? Isn't that another trend? And you know what's made that such a big trend? It's things like what we're doing right now. You're sitting at home, you're looking at a computer, maybe you have it plugged into the TV, more than likely you're looking at it on a computer. You might even be looking at this on your phone. Yet we can do a presentation that you can see. Technology has made owning a business so much easier than it used to be, and so much more standard than it used to be. And you know what? People are starting to wake up to the fact that I need to own a business. I can't just go out there and get a second job, because it's not going to get me where I want to be. How many of you know people who work 2 jobs who are just broke and tired? They're just trying to get by. They've got to find a way to get ahead, and the only way you're going to get ahead is working for yourself. And the last one would be social shopping. And that's really taking that power of social media, showing how we could share any product right online, and adding that to online shopping. If you can take those, you combine high tech and high touch. Let's say I would have posted, you know, I didn't want to take the time during this presentation to post about that iPad, or if I'd posted about one of the exclusive products like OPC3, I could have put that on my Facebook. It would have gone out to about 8,000 people, and it would have taken me about 30 seconds to do that. Do you realize how long it used to take to get in front of 8,000 people? Technology has changed everything. It allows us to reach millions of customers. It matches people to products, and it matches products to people. Now, there's other changes that have occurred along the way, and one of the things our owner, J.R. Reininger, took a look at many years ago was the structure of things. And he took a look and said, typically there's been this horizontal marketing structure. That structure meant that there was an owner of a company at the top, and there might have been some people, some vice presidents on the next layer. Maybe there were some directors on the next layer, and down below that, it got wider, and each person made less money. In fact, if you took a look at it, this person here or the person down here was never going to make more than that person. In fact, there's nothing wrong with this structure. A lot of things are structured this way. The only problem with it is it creates a lot of competition. The only way you're actually going to get ahead is if someone fails, someone moves on, someone leaves the company. That's how you get ahead. Instead of having a business structure like that, what if you could have a structure by the way you got ahead was helping other people succeed? What if the person down here had the ability to earn more? So the person down here had the ability to earn more than the person up there. What if there could be compounding efforts? What if it encouraged teamwork and support? And what if everyone received 100% credit for the sales and volume generated? That's the structure we've put in place, and that's the structure I'm going to share with you as we go through these 5 steps to build an unfranchised business. And this is the final part of what we're going to go through. We've talked about our online presence, we've talked about the company and how solid it is, and now we're going to go in and we're going to talk about how to build a business out of the online presence, the company, and the products. 5 steps to do that. The first step is to apply. When you apply as a sales rep, there's no cost. Buy your product at wholesale and earn gross retail profit. So that's pretty simple for people. Buy it wholesale, sell it retail, and make the difference. I'm going to spend most of this presentation talking to you about how to be an unfranchised owner. The reason for that is it allows 2 major things. It allows leverage and it allows ongoing income that you cannot get as a sales rep. As a sales rep, it's all based on what you do, and you can only earn so much. As an unfranchised owner, you can create leverage like a traditional business owner does. However, a traditional business owner typically creates leverage as an owner with an employee. We create leverage with a business owner to business owner relationship, and we gain leverage from other business owners. So that's a huge advantage to us in terms of building a business. The second thing is an ongoing income. Great example. My wife and I have this business. It's a willable asset. We have it set up into our estate plan. If something would happen to Lisa and I, it's set up so for meeting minimum requirements, our children would continue to receive the income that's generated from this business that we've grown over time. That's an ongoing income. If you need to take a little bit of time off, the money will keep coming in once you've built it to a certain level. How do you become an unfranchised owner? Well, there's a subscription fee. Subscription fee is $129.95. Now, most people will start our business with what we call a fast start kit, and I'm going to explain that as we go through. And that fast start kit will include the subscription fee of $129.95. Buy your product at wholesale, sell it at retail, so just like a sales rep. But now you have the ability to participate in the management performance compensation plan, and you can earn commissions on top of the retail profit. That subscription is going to include everything we went through, the shop.com site, the global site, the marketamerica.com site. One thing I didn't show, you have the ability to customize and make mini websites. So maybe you say, Jim, I just like 4 of the products. That's really what I want to focus on. You could make a little mini website with just 4 of the products on there. Isotonics, Motives, TLS, and Conquer Entertainment websites. You'll also receive what we call an unfranchised business account. That's like your back office to be able to run your business. And you know what's great about this? That back office that you have, for Lisa and I, we run our entire business. That costs us $20 a month to be able to track, look at, do everything we need to. We receive free audios with it to be able to run our business. If there's any traditional business owners on the line, you can't even turn on the lights for 10 minutes for that price. And we're able to run our business that way. There's a career manual, which is a blueprint for success on how to run the business. A getting started guide, which is what do we do our first day, our first week, our first month. You'll receive a preloaded MP4 device with over 160 trainings alone on that MP4 device. A company periodical, which will come. A training and seminar system, which is throughout the world. And that system, what I love about it, there's an online training system as part of it, but there's also a classroom style system. And the company believes in its training system so much that once you've earned $1,500 in commissions, you have to complete the 3 base trainings for the company. It's about 14 hours of training. Again, a large chunk of that you can do online, and it's not expensive at all. I think to go through all 3 training classes is a total of $80 or less if you go through that. But here's what I love about it. If you want to build a nationwide organization, the only way you can do that is by making sure they're getting the right material, the right information to be able to build their business. And if you have to do all of that, you're never going to be able to have a big business. This allows you to have that and the company to put that together for you. And then coaching and mentoring by experienced unfranchised owners. I have believed my entire life, if you want to be successful, find someone who's successful and do what they do. And you're going to have not just the person who introduced you to this business, but you're going to have a team of people to work with, and you're going to have a system to work with. So when you put a team of people and you put a system together, all that needs to be there now is you putting in some effort to the business. Step 2 is to create business volume and internet business volume. Business volume is the unit value assigned to our exclusive branded products, typically 75 to 80% of the dollar. So if you spend $100 on products, you're going to receive 75 to 80 business volume points. Those points add up. When they get to certain levels, which I'm going to show you, you earn commission checks from the company. Same thing with internet business volume. Now, the point totals are a lower percentage because, again, you're dealing with partner stores rather than manufacturers we're working with. So the partner stores, it might be 4%, 6%, 8% internet business volume, but now you can basically buy anything you do. In fact, for Lisa and I, we feel guilty if we even go to a store and buy anything because we try to buy everything right off of our website and get paid for doing it because those points we generate also help pay our team that we're working with. So BV and IBV are used to generate commissions. How do you create BV and IBV? Well, one way is personal use. And you know, when I started my business, one of the things I did is I just looked at what other things did the company do they carry? And why don't I try them? If I'm buying hair care products from a store, why not buy it from my own business? If I'm buying skincare products from a store, why not buy it from my own business? And slowly but surely, I changed over everything I could, and that just generated more volume into my business. And again, that volume helps me pay other people in my business. We have something we call transfer buying, and transfer buying is really a monthly auto ship program for business owners. And I'm going to explain that in detail in just a minute. We have a retail sales requirement because we do retail to end consumers. That retail sales requirement is $200 a quarter. We also have the ability for our preferred customers to get set up on auto ship, and I love that. The preferred customer auto ship program works this way. If I set somebody up on an auto ship program, what that does, it allows them to one time register their credit card, pick the products they want. It can get shipped to them every 30 days, every 45 days, every 60 days, whatever they choose. When it ships, I get that retail profit into an account for me. I get the business volume, but the company actually ships it from Greensboro, North Carolina, so I don't have to carry as much inventory as someone who would have to ship it from here or deliver it to them. So it's great, and I set up all the customers I can on auto ship. We shared internet marketing, social media, our shop.com site, and one-to-one marketing is really just talking to people one-to-one. But I want to go through and I want to talk a little bit about our unfranchised business. Now, I mentioned that fast start kit. I'm going to show you that in just a second, but most people will start their business with what we call a fast start kit, which is $399 plus tax. Now, that does include the $129.95 subscription kit I talked about, so that's included in the $399. You do get free shipping on this, and this fast start kit is only available the first time you start your business. So again, you can start as a sales rep. You could start just buying the $129.95, but the best value, because it saves typically over $100 on getting started, is the Fast Start Kit, and it gives you free shipping. And that's a one-time order when you start your business. We have a retail sales requirement, as I mentioned, called which is $200 per quarter. With that $200 per quarter, we have something called a Form 1000, which once you do your $200 in a quarter, you submit that showing that you retailed. Now, if that's done online through your websites, it actually submits itself automatically and takes care of it. So if you have customers ordering through your websites, which I would recommend and I would suggest for you, then that's going to take care of that requirement automatically as soon as you move $200 of product. Our goal for you is to get 10 customers ordering about $50 a month. If you can get 10 customers ordering about $50 a month, and of course, you might have some customers who order a lot more than that, but if you had 10 doing 50, that would be about $150 in retail profit. Now, why did I want to share that with you? Because there's cost to running a business as well. I mentioned our transfer buying. Our transfer buying is a monthly auto ship. Typically starts on your third month in the business because you get an opening order with the Fast Start Kit. Some people, of course, order much faster than waiting for their third month, but it typically starts on the third month. As a newer business owner, if you haven't earned a commission check yet, your minimums are 50 business volumes, 10 of the IBV, the internet business volumes, and that order of UFMS, which is $20 a month I mentioned, that would be on your monthly auto ship, and that would equal about $110 per month. Now again, if we've got customers ordering, you're paying for that with your profit. And remember, the 50 business volume and the 10 internet business volume is products you're getting to either use or to retail more with. Once you've earned your first $300 commission check, let's say you did it on the BV part of the plan, you'd go to 100 business volumes, still maintain the 10 internet business volume, UFMS. So now maybe your total would be about $185 per month. But again, now you're earning commissions, you're generating customers, and remember that what you're paying for is product you're getting at wholesale. Once you've earned $1,500 in our commission plan, it would go to 150 business volumes, 10 incentive business volumes. You'd have your UFMS and be approximately $250 a month that you'd be putting out in product orders. But now you've got customers ordering on a regular basis. You're using more product. I can tell you, for my wife and I, we use much more than that because we've transferred over so many different items in our house now between us and our children. There's also an annual renewal one time a year on the anniversary date of when you started of $99.95, and that keeps all those websites up and running for you each year. So there's your basic cost to be able to run a business like this. And you put that together. If there's, again, a traditional business owner who's looking at this, and we attract so many traditional business owners because they put out, tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars before they open a door. And we've got the ability to start a business and really earn as you learn, or earn as you go along. If you look at how this is laid out, for the price most people spend on a cell phone or a TV to get your business started. I mentioned building customer share. As I've been going through this, I hope you've been thinking of people you know that like our products, people that maybe shop online that people who have take nutritional supplements, people who have tried diets, and that's our really one-to-one marketing, which is sharing that with them individually and explaining what we have. And maybe you're thinking of people who want to make extra income as well. We also have all the technology and applications to be able to build a great business. Everything we have is on mobile, including our back office and our shop.com site, so people can access both. Shop Buddy, I've mentioned before, is our downloadable application to make sure that every store we work with pops up right on your computer when you go to it and allows you to get cash back. And then our Home Advisor allows you to go through room by room and change over products you're currently buying. It actually gives you the cost. I just got a text from one of my business owners in the Illinois area today, and she went through it, did the Home Advisor, and then placed an order for over 300 business volumes of product because she changed over products she's been buying from a store and now going to be buying from her own business. Well, that 300 points is going to help her earn commissions as well. Third step is to qualify a business, and you qualify a business by accumulating 200 business volume into that business development center. Now, you can see there's 3 business development centers. When you start a business with us, you actually get 3 business development centers. I'm going to talk to you about one as I go through most of this, and then I'll come back to the second and third. But when you qualify with an opening order, that opens up the BV and IBV banks on the left and right side of your business. We call them banks because that's where that volume is going to be. It's going to add up for you like a bank account almost. It's points adding up instead of dollars. But when you get to certain point levels, you earn commission checks. And the best way to do that is the Fast Start program I talked about and mentioned earlier. We have our shop.com Fast Start program, which gives you all those different products you see in front of the shop.com website, a number of our best-selling products in the history of the company, in the nutritional end, as well as some of our hair and body products. You'll see our MA Web Centers program, which gives you the ability to start with a web center right off the bat and talk to businesses and be able to move websites to them. Our TLS program, or our Motives by Lauren Reidinger, or our Motives for Lala program, which comes with an assortment of products depending on which one you pick to start your Motives cosmetic business. Again, all of these are $3.99 plus your local tax, but it's free shipping when you order through our Fast Start program. The fourth step is to activate your business. You activate your business by personally sponsoring and placing one qualified unfranchised owner on the left and right of your organization. This could really be called expanding your business. So let's say, as an example, you identify some people. Maybe you send them to this webinar. They view this. You sit down with them. You explain some things. And maybe Tom and Sue decide to get started with you. You would have a left side of your business and a right side of your business. In fact, I always laugh and I tell people, if you can remember left, right, 1, 2, you can really teach how to build this business, because that's as simple as it gets. The numbers I'm going to go through get a little confusing, but it really comes down to left, right, 1, 2. I also want to let you know this. Sometimes people are skeptical. There were times when I talked to people, I expected everybody would want to do this because it just makes sense to me. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you try it at least and put some time into it? But people can be skeptical or negative. People have asked through the years, how did I move so fast in this business? One of the ways I did it was someone was skeptical or negative. All I said was sit down with me or take a look at this, see if you could put 5 to 10 hours a weekend and tell me how you couldn't make some money if you put that time in and you followed our system, because that's the key. There is a system to follow. From here, what happens? Well, now we take Tom and Sue and we start working with them and helping them grow as well. And it won't grow exactly like you're seeing it right here. In fact, Tom may be like I was. I mean, I just wanted to wait. In fact, I'm still this way. I just wanted to wake up in the morning and show people our business plan. I thought it made so much business sense, this vertical building. Sue may be a great retailer. Maybe she's moving tons of products. So it can move at different paces on each side of your business. But basically, we're going to take these people through and we're going to help them, and you're going to have the help of your team to support those people. What happens next? Suddenly Tom is going to lead to people you don't know. And if Tom leads to Chris, Chris is going to lead to people you don't know. And very quickly I realized I was working with a lot of people in my business that I didn't know from the few people I started with. But then I kept thinking, I know a lot more than 2 people. Where would the third person go? And I sort of expected, actually when I started, that if there was a third person, maybe the third person would go over here, maybe a fourth person would go over here, and I thought it would be like my traditional corporate job. I thought it would be a vertical type building. But that's not what it's like. In this business, if you identify a third person, that third person is going to come down below in your business. And in this example, like Matt did, Matt came down below, left side or right side. In this case, you decide to put Matt down here. Everything Matt does, any people Matt introduces, because Matt may introduce some people to the business as well as he's growing, he may, identify a new person here. He's looking to activate his business like you did. He's looking to grow. And as he's doing that, what is happening is all that volume is coming up to Dr. Jones, it's coming to Chris, it's coming to Tom, it's coming to you, and it's also coming up to your team here. Well, what's happening is that means everybody has a financial incentive to help Matt. Even if you're the one who introduced Matt to the business, Dr. Jones, Chris, and Tom all have a reason to support him because they're getting credit on the volume he's generating. Here's what makes it fair, though. Everybody has to build two sides of a business. So let's say that this side's moving faster than this side for you. Now maybe the next person you identify is Erica. So now you bring Erica into the business. When you bring Erica into the business, everything she does now goes up to Robert, goes to Ann and Ben, goes to Sue, and it comes back to this side of your business. What our company is going to do is every day it's going to search for this BV and IBV I've been talking about to infinity. When it searches to infinity, it's going to add up all the volume each day into your business. So there's no levels, no percentages, no breakaways. If Ashley here produces 400 business volumes of product, she's going to make all of her own retail profit, but Travis gets 400, Chris gets 400, Tom gets 400. You get 400 business volumes as well. What you're looking at right now is a disclaimer, and please take the time to read this, but I'm also going to give you sort of the short version of it. Here's the short version. If you don't do any work and you don't follow the system, you could get lucky and make a little bit of money, but you probably won't make a lot. Because this is a real business. It's dependent on doing some work and following what successful people have already done, which is what we call the system within the business to build it. How are commissions earned? So we've talked about volume adding up. Every Friday night at midnight, it does a final search in your business. So it's been adding them up every day. When you get to the point that you have 1,200 and 1,200 business volumes in your business, you receive a $300 commission from the company. Now, I'm just using the BV. Now, those are the exclusive products. Now, here's the great part of it. Did you have to create that all on your own? No, you did not. It could be Dr. Jones here is moving a whole bunch of nutritional products. It could be Travis is selling websites. It could be Cheryl is big into cosmetics. It could be William is moving the website division, or maybe he's big into just the shop.com site, whatever it may be. And I could go on with each area we have here. What it means is you're sort of the CEO of your own corporation. You don't need to know everything about everything. You have the ability to specialize or generalize. So some people come into our business who have a specialty already, whether it be the Nutrimetrics, beauty advisors in the cosmetic line, personal trainers, or people like me. I was a generalist. It meant that I didn't really have a specialty product-wise. Of course, I had tried the nutritional products for 7 months and loved them, but I was a generalist in that I looked to identify people who wanted to develop more income or wanted to build a business or had a specialty in an area and built with that. Now, at the end of a week, if you're not at 1,200 and 1,200, it'll just search again the next week. If you're not there again on Friday night, 2 weeks from now, it just searches again and keeps adding up. Every Friday night at midnight, it looks until you get there to earn those points. And that volume adds up. This is a really important point. 365 days on a rolling calendar. So that means as long as you're building, your volume is going to keep adding up for you. Now, remember, all these people are your business partners. They're doing the same thing you are. They're looking to generate customers. And while they're generating customers, you know what's happening? Those customers are ordering online, and those customers are identifying people that they would refer to order online as well, so they get their 0.5%. Well, when you get 1,200 and 1,200 internet business volume points, you get a $300 check on that as well. Now, that's a completely separate commission plan. So these can operate. One can move faster, one can move slower, but you have two separate commission plans that are growing. Every Friday it's going to look. When you get another 1,200 and 1,200, you earn another $300 commission. When you get another 1,200 and 1,200, you earn another $300 commission. The last step in the commission plan is when you get 1,400 more in volume, so just 200 more than you've been accumulating. But now you double your check. Instead of a $300 check, you get a $600 check. So from going from 0 to 5,000 business volume, you would have earned $1,500 in commissions. From going from 0 to 5,000 in internet business volume, you would earn $1,500 in commissions. Now, once that gets there, it resets and it starts over again. Now, again, let's remember, what are all these people doing? they're looking for customers, and they're looking to develop their left and right organizations, their teams as well. So your business is naturally going to grow. As it grows, and you're going to support it and help those people, as the volume comes up quicker, it can get to the point where you go to 0 to 5,000 in a month and you earn 1,500 on either or both of those in a month. It can get to the point it goes 0 to 5,000 in 2 weeks. It can get to the point it goes 0 to 5,000 in a week, and you can earn up to $3,000 in 1 week with one of these businesses. Here's the beautiful thing about it, and I know it's hard for people to understand, but as you're growing this, as your team is growing, as you have more and more people doing a little bit, it's not about you doing so much more. It's about a whole bunch of people doing a little bit, adding up to a lot. So what happens? As everybody is doing more, the frequency of commissions gets faster and faster. The longest it ever took me to earn $1,500 was the first time I did it. The second longest was the second time. The third longest was the third time. Each time it got faster. And if you really look at it, all you're looking to do is find one person who wants it just like you do and is willing to work that hard for it, or a whole bunch of people who want to do a little bit who add up to a lot, and that can get you to that point. Now, we have another unique feature in our business. That unique feature is when you go to place orders personally for either your own personal use or for your customers, you have the ability to put there's a 9-digit code in there of anybody you've personally introduced to the business. So in this case, you personally introduced Matt. You put his 9-digit ID in there. You can identify, do you want to put it on his left or right side? You give him the 400 business volume points that you're generating. People say, well, why would I ever do that, Jim? Because those points are going to go to Dr. Jones, they're going to go to Chris, they're going to go to Tom, and you're going to get them anyway. So one of the beauties of the business is it's built in. Why not support the people you've personally introduced? You can give them that volume to help them get closer to commissions, and it comes back to help everybody in between and you along the way. Now, the final part of this commission plan in terms of one business center is the ability to earn a bonus. And the way you can earn a bonus is if you have one business on your left, in this case it would be Tom, and one business on your right, in this case it would be Ann and Ben, who also earn a $600 check the week you do. So not for doing the whole thing, but just crossing that final pay line at $5,000 and $5,000. If one business on the left, one business on the right does it the same time you do, you get a $600 bonus. So again, let's generalize this. Let's keep it simple. If people in your business are making money, you're going to have a better chance of earning bonuses, so you want to help your people make money. That also means that that team you have in your business, they want to help you, whoever invited you, and their team, and they want to help the people they don't even know yet, because the more people in your business earning bonuses, the more bonuses they earn. That means one business can pay you up to $3,600 per week, which is $187,000 per year at full maturity. Remember when we started, I mentioned I was going to talk about one business, but you actually had three. Well, those three businesses have been there the whole time. As you've been building the left side of one business and the right side of this business, what's been happening is all this volume has been coming up. All this volume has been coming up to your business, and it's been passing through right here and going into this business. It's been passing through here and going right here. And now you want to maximize your business because you're getting paid on this one, but you haven't gotten paid here or here because you only have half the business built. So now we come here and we add Larry to the business, like I just did right there. By adding Larry, we start identifying one new organization. We start working with those people. Volume starts coming up. Now you have the ability to double your income. So let me bring it back a little bit. Let's say it took you 2 years to build one. Let's say it took you 3 years. After 3 years, this is maxed out. You said, I want to earn more money. You built 2 organizations to earn that. To double your money, you now only have to build one more, because you've already built this half over here. Let me ask you a question. Do you think you'd be better doing it after 3 years of learning? And is one easier than two? I looked at this, I said, wow, this is built up to really multiply as you get better at it. And if you want to triple your money, you build one more organization. You can do that right here. And these 3 top centers paying out would be well in excess of $500,000 a year at full maturity. And that is a lot of money. There's still people I know who are going to watch this webinar and they're going to say, I would like to make more than that. You have the ability. Once you've earned $1,500 in this business development center, you get a one-time option for what we call a re-entry business. That would be business number 4. You don't have to use that option right away. That's something. It's like a stock option. You can hold it forever, actually, as long as you want to. But when you want to place it, you can place a new business vertically down below. You'll notice it's vertical. Identify 2 new people. So in this case, it's Bob and Alex. And I always joke, those are probably the people who told you it wouldn't work in the beginning. You start working with them, and you can actually get paid on this business the same way you were getting paid on the top one. But if you understand what's happening, all that volume is supporting Travis, Chris. It's coming here and maybe paying you in this business and paying you in this business. So one order could potentially support your team and help you get paid 3 times. And once you earn $1,500 here, you have the ability to have another one. Now, you only get one opportunity on those once you get to $1,500 to have that new business. So if you don't get to $5,000 and $5,000 and $1,500, what we're basically saying, it's like a franchise. You need to keep working on this one before you can have another to be able to build. What I like about it is you have the ability to have an unlimited income. Lisa and I have 6 of these businesses that pay us every single week, and that's what we work on. We just work on completing all of those. Right now we've got 3 of them that finish every week, go 0 to 5,000 in the BV plan. From an unfranchised business recap standpoint, cashback and retail profit from day 1. So right away you can make money. Volume accrual, it adds up 365 days on a rolling calendar. There's a volume search to infinity, meaning no levels, no percentage. There's volume and there's people placement, so you can place people down below. There's an unlimited income potential through additional business development centers. And again, you can start this business with a fast start program of $399. And I don't mean to make light of $400, but again, that's less than most people pay for a new phone or a TV. And here you have the ability to build a tremendous business out of that and earn as you go along. One of the things that I do want to show you real quick, and I mentioned this earlier, was that you had the ability to also have a back office. What you're looking at right now is at unfranchise.com back office. And the reason I wanted to show you this, I just wanted to show you, once you become a business owner, if you go to order products, remember that OPC3 product as an example that retailed for $69.95? Now you are buying it for $52.75, so you're saving a tremendous amount. If you're retailing it, you're making the profit on that, and you're getting those business volume points. So once you become a business owner, you order all your products from this back office, and you have the ability to buy that at wholesale. You also have the ability for audio downloads and support material downloads, and you have the ability for management reports, which allows you to run your business. As you can see, we have everything from sales volume to commission history to detailed sales. Every order that's placed in a day will be updated for you when you wake up in the morning to be able to take a look at that. So with that being said, what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to let the person who invited you, in fact, I want you to call them right away and let them know what your interest level is. On a scale of 1 to 3, 1 meaning, you know what, I may not be interested in doing it as a business, but I'd like to earn cash back, or I'd like to try some of the exclusive products. Great answer. Thank you for taking some time. 2 out of 3 means I'm interested, but I need to learn more. I want to get some more in depth into this and maybe book an appointment with them. Call them to book an appointment and to try some products. 3 out of 3 means I don't understand everything, but I do get left, right, 1, 2. There's a lot going on here. This company is following the trends. It's 22 years old. It's rock solid. It's going to grow fast, and I'm going to learn it as I go along because I want to be a part of this right now. There is not a bad answer to any of those 3. Once you choose, the rest is easy. Like I said, get questions answered, try products, visit the shop.com website. You know one of the best things you can do? Get some people in front of it. Have other people take a look at this business. And I'll tell you what I think the best thing is: get started on your 2 to 3 year plan. I'm going to tell you what. 17 years ago, I didn't sit there and say, you know what, I got to really go into this in detail because I'm making $1 million decision. I didn't even think I was making $100,000 decision. I know I wasn't making $1,000 decision. What I did decide was I wanted to get my products at wholesale. I was going to save a bunch of money, and I'd follow this plan on a part-time basis, and I'd see where it would go. I hope that you weigh your risk versus your rewards, because that's what I looked at. I said, there's no risk then. Huge reward potential if I put some time into it. We're looking forward to working with you, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great rest of the day.